finish. Hold on. Came to finish. We got to do better on third down. And in the red zone, we got to capitalize on opportunity that the teams give us on both sides of the ball. And in order to fulfill the game plan that we have each week. I mean, I think that's the main goal is finish, really, I think. I don't really want to talk about X's and O's. And it's just a couple plays that you guys got to, even myself, including myself, have to punch the ball a little bit harder, focus on our details and catch the ball on offense. Whatever it may be, you just have to do everything necessary as a professional athlete.
City Matt Burke was just talking about tackling and how today you guys spent a little extra time on that aspect of the game. How beneficial is that to kind of go back to the fundamentals?
Coach Steve put his pads on today, like regardless of like missing tackles. I just feel like an emphasis to be the best defense in the league. You have to be able to tackle. Like I said, I've been a part of those teams where we miss one tackle a game. Like that's a pride thing. And I think when you start missing tackles, everybody goes, oh, the guy's not good. We gotta just focus on what we've been coached in camp. Fundamentally sound technique and be able to trust the guy to our left, to our right when running to the ball. That's all I think.
Coach Steve can take a hit.
Yeah. Shout out to Coach Steve.
CJ has talked about how it's early in the season, so you can't make too much of the situation, but also not take it too lightly. What is that feeling like when you're kind of in between where it's so early, but the games go by fast, and you can, in a fast way, dig yourself in the deep hole?
Well, the good thing is we lost two non-division, so we're not behind anymore. We got to just pick up. We got to win the game that matters, which is the division game, which is this week. Go out there, focus, and just like I said, 0-2, don't hit the panic. But like I said, I started on a team that was to win 2, and eventually win the Super Bowl. So it's like, as long as the locker room stay together, the outside noise really don't even matter. Like we haven't really started the season yet. Some guys are just playing their second game. Some guys haven't even played preseason. So, like, coach understand, we understand what type of season this is, and but just focus on the things we need to do, and like I said, focus on the wins that we need to win, the games we need to win, and trust our teammates.
You mentioned that team that started 2-2 and eventually won the Super Bowl. What clicked for that team? Like, what was that kind of turn?
Blocking out the noise, like Coach D'Amico always say, like the great teams block out noise, regardless of offense or defense. The good teams tune into what they're hearing and try to answer every little question that's being targeted at them. I think the good teams, even regardless of the team I played on last year, like look at the teams before that won the Super Bowl. These guys are able to block out noise, focus in, and trust each other. Like you guys say, like this guy started 2-0 last year, or 0-2, or it may be Jacksonville, and they hit a home run. But it's like every year is different. You got to build a different mentality, understand that teams get better. Schemes change, and you have to respect them.
You like the way that this group is handling this?
To be honest with you, ask me, yeah. I mean, why panic? I mean, people may look on the outside and say, oh, we're not doing what they want us to do. But in reality, we're hitting on things we need to hit on, and that's what our coaches are thriving with and homing on us. And I think when you're not focused on what other people are saying, you just go out there and get your job done. I think that's the biggest take right now. Do your job. Focus on the next down, but one over each week.
What is the story behind number 8? Why is number 8 so special?
All right. When I got back to Philly, I wanted to wear 8 because Kobe. And I told myself I was going to win a Super Bowl at 8 because Kobe won a championship at 8, being from Philly. So it felt like I had to. And then actually win it, it felt like I was part of that Mamba movie.
So no 24 though. Got to be you.
Got to be 8, the OG, the first number. So not great, right?
Appreciate you, man.
Yep.
Captain Will, in terms of getting a win, CJ talked about being close.
Yeah.
What's your feeling on that? Do you feel that way, and if so, why?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel the exact same. It's coming down to what I always say, man, we got to finish. We're a couple of plays away, and we got to finish those big plays. And I think for us, man, like, Defensively, talking about defense, man, we got to take the ball away more. We got to find more opportunities, and we have those opportunities, but we have to find more ways to keep taking the ball back, to keep giving CJ time to get back on the field, man, and do his thing. And when he gets the ball, man, he's special. So we got to just keep finding more ways on defense, man, to get him the ball back, get off on third down, be better on third down, get off the field. The fourth down, we got to get off the field on that. So, like, those are opportunities that we have to capitalize on as defense to make this team be great.
What's what bridges that gap from starting off right, starting off strong, and then finishing? Like, what does it take to connect those two?
Execute the fundamentals. Execute the fundamentals. We talk about it in the D-line room, man, and we were spreading it around the team. Like, we have to execute the fundamentals, and when things don't go right, man, we just go back to your fundamentals and the foundation that we have as a team.
Well, some of the success that Tampa had running the ball,
Yeah.
Your teammates have used the term leaky yardage.
Yeah.
How important is that to shut that down, knowing that other teams may test you in very much the same manner until you prove you can stop it?
Most definitely. And I just think, like I said, I think it all goes back to the fundamentals. You watch our front, you see what type of front we are. We're attack front, we're getting off. So teams are going to try to do anything to slow us down. And, man, they're going to pull people. They're going to bluff us. They're going to do all type of things. They're going to win. They're going to trap us, man. So, like, that's where it just comes back to the fundamentals of having awareness on the field, especially up front, man, of making sure that we're in our gap, using our hands, slowing down just a little bit to make sure that we see what's coming, and just diving deeper into the film, man. And I think it's been really great for us this week, knowing that OC came from Tampa, so we're probably going to see some of the similarities from that offense, so it's going to be good.
Well, you've been getting home a lot, and your pass rush repertoire, we can see the expansion of it.
Yeah.
In terms of finishing, I think there was like 10 pressures the other night. How many sacks do you feel like if you had been able to finish, you could have had?
Yeah, man, I think my thing is, I don't even know, but I think it's just keep going through that same process each week and each day of finishing every day in practice so it can show up in the game, man. And I think it's just taking that next step of really just concentrating on my process and making sure that I'm using my hands the right way. I'm getting off the ball, escaping. JJ was really good for me. Me and him had a really good talk. And it's really just keep working the top of your rush, keep escaping and keep defeating that outside arm, and you get home more.
Having said that, the Jaguars have only given up one sack in these first two games. So how does that maybe kind of excite you guys as far as trying to get them?
Man, it's all about us at the end of the day, man. We can't really worry about the things that they've done. We got to keep going through our rush game plan and making sure that everybody's rushing together. And we have this thing called 4=1, that nobody's being an independent contractor, and everybody rushing together and sticking to the game plan that we have to contain Trevor Lawrence.
I know you probably.
Getting guys like Christian back and Mario
We need that. We need playmakers like that to come back on the team, man. I'm glad the boys back. I'm glad they're back being healthy. You don't want your brothers hurt. I'm glad they're back on the field, man, doing what they love. Can't wait to go out Jacksonville, man, have fun. The homecoming for CK, so can't wait to go back.
Particularly with Christian, how do you feel like his addition might even open things up?
Yeah, I feel like for me, I got to take advantage of my opportunities. Continue to open. But having CK back, man, it's a blessing. He can do in the slot. He can create separation. He's a playmaker. That's what he do. So definitely a blessing to have him back. Like I said, when to have your brother fit, to have him back, Brax back, man, it's a blessing. So can't wait to go out in Jacksonville on the road, division game, and we're going to have fun.
Nick talked about how the growth has been huge. It's just on your fundamentals, getting the ball out quicker. Have you seen that in terms of what you guys
For sure. That's why we're out here practicing every day, man. Continue to get on the track, continue to get the ball out, quick game, continue to get open, continue to be us, man. I feel like it's just a lot of things going on, man. But at the end of the day, we gotta go out and be us, man. It's a lot of this, a lot of that, but at the end of the day, we know what we gotta do as a team and as a unit to go out and win. So I think I know that's our mindset this week, you know. So most of everything will get handled on the field. I can't wait to go out there and do that.
Nico, CJ
about
expressed
you guys
that he
came out,
thought.
Started strong. You scored that touchdown early in the game, had the big play. How do you guys turn that early fast start into finishing? He talked about finishing. You're gonna end up finishing it.
You got to finish. It's all four quarters. Everybody, man, you got to play the best ball. You got to come out with the best ball. Best effort every single day. You got to try and finish. Everybody's great. Everybody play four quarters. So last 2 games, man, it come down to that final drive, that last whoever has the ball. You don't want to come out to that. So you want to come out hot, stay on track.
Look, you had talked to us about what you just kind of touched on. Just focusing on yourselves, staying inside this locker room, man. You're kind of a veteran. He's obviously a veteran with a Super Bowl ring. How much does that help having that kind of wisdom inside this locker room?
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot, man. He knows what it takes to win. He got a ring, man, so he knows what it takes. So it's only right you learn from that, learn from the things he has to say. Pick up with nuggets. And like I said, man, not making the moment bigger than what it is. We know what it would take. It's easier done than said. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta go out there and just do that, handle our business, which I know we all gonna do, which I know we all capable of doing. Like I said, man, can't wait to get back on the field. Can't wait to go back out there with my brothers, man, and turn them lines and go back out there and run.
Hey, Nico,
Looking
CJ.
at Jacksonville adding Travis Hunter, what do you make of his game as a receiver, but also as a guy possibly covering him?
Man, that dude's a freak athlete, man. Anybody that can play both sides of the ball, man, that's a blessing. Can't wait to go out there and compete. My number's called. I gotta make a play for my team. So that's what I'm gonna do the entire day. And I want to come off the field with a win. So my mindset, and that's everybody's mindset. So let's get it.
Hey, Nico, CJ expressed thought that you guys are close. Do you have that same feeling, and if so, why?
Yeah, I do. Close, right there. The last 2 games came down to, like I said, we had the ball back, that 1%. So we come down to finishing, straining, which I know we are capable of doing. So that's why it's a great this week of practice. We'll have another great day tomorrow, man, and continue to harp on the details, continue to do little things right. So for Sunday, we're not thinking about it. We're being us, on beat, on task, man, just having fun.